Hello farmers and welcome back to American Falls. Almost done plowing field number 17. The contract that we took at the end of the last episode, I think when we left we were somewhere around 40-50%. Last time I saw a notification I was at 92%, so we should be getting kind of close. I did turn down the time scale to 0.5 because there is rain coming, and there are some other contracts I want to get to today. And there are going to be some interesting ones because today on the mod hub, I think it was today anyways, a new mod came out for contracts, and that is foraging contracts, which until I saw it, I never really crossed my mind that there are no foraging contracts. Well, we can do foraging contracts now, and I have accepted one. Of course, I had to borrow the equipment to do so. We'll get to that in a little while, but of course I need to finish this plowing contract. And then I got a fertilizing contract I took as well. I tried to hire Frank to do it with Courseplay, and Courseplay does not like the field at all. I tried doing it with a headland, and Courseplay said, no, we can't do this field with a headland. I said, okay, I understand it. It's a weird shaped field. I tried doing a no headlands, and Courseplay said I could do it, but a lot of the turning would be off the field, and I think I could do it with Courseplay with just turning on the field. But with fertilizing, it shouldn't take me that long. And I said, well, Frank's just going to get stuck somewhere. So we'll go ahead and fertilize that field in no time flat after I get done with this contract here. I do know one thing. I'm not taking any more plowing contracts. This contract has taken me a long time. I don't remember how much time I put into it in last episode. But so far today, I got about 40 minutes into plowing this field. And I'm not done yet. So until I can buy my own plow, which is the 9-meter wide lizard plow, but I do need a tractor that can pull it, first of all, I probably won't be doing any more plowing contracts unless I get like the really big equipment and a real big plow to plow a field in. Then I'll probably just skip these contracts. I mean, they pay well, but the time you got to put into them, it doesn't quite equal on out. So yeah, there's that. So I think fertilizing contracts are the ones we got to shoot for until we can get enough money into the bank account and afford ourselves a tractor and our own plow. Then we can do some plowing contracts. But yeah, as for now, we're still just doing contracts, piling up the money. That is the goal. American Falls still has not been updated. It is still on the test list this week. So that's a good thing, I suppose. The bad thing would be if it comes off the test list and you don't see it as being updated on the mod hub, which means it didn't pass. So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe by next week, fingers crossed, everything goes well. And the reason why we're just kind of waiting is because the new update, as I mentioned many times over, the new update will require a new save game. So I don't want to get too far into the series, so when the new save game needs to be done, I don't have to advance and do a lot of things off camera. So right now, I mean, the only thing we got is we got ourselves our little mobile home. We got ourselves a Valtra tractor, the Kubota fertilizer spreader, and that is pretty much it. That's all we have. Plus the almost $80,000 in the bank account, though. Don't want to forget that. And hopefully by the end of today, we'll be up near. Well, we should be over 90 and getting close to 100,000. So that's good. 100,000 means the used section will be kind of key because that will pretty much get us a tractor with maybe 250 horsepower. But I think I'm looking for one with about 350. And that's pretty much about as far as I want to go with horsepower so far in this series. I don't need to go real big. I don't plan on going to the big fields here in American Falls. But like I said, this series here, we're just jumping on to have fun. That's why we don't have all the precision farming, crop rotation. We're just trying to keep it somewhat simple, although for me precision farming is kind of simple. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do what we're doing. I mean, I may actually turn on precision farming when the new save is required for American Falls, just because it is a little bit easier. But until then, yeah, we'll leave precision farming turned off. I think it's easier on the contracts as well. I'm not too sure. Contracts, we really haven't done any of those since East Vineland, I do believe. Yeah, East Vineland, I think, is the last time I really got into doing contracts. Alright, I kind of expect sometime soon I'm going to get a notification that this contract is done. Or did it pop up and I kind of missed it? I may have missed it. Who knows? Yeah, I have missed a few spots here and there, but overall, not that bad. You know, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I don't even know what field we're in. I think we're in field like 13 or something like that. One thing I also got to remember here in American Falls is that the store does not open till 8 a.m. And, oh, there we go. Contract complete in field 17. Thank you. They don't care about this little section here, I don't think. I had the beacons on because I was turning around in the main road up there. Completed plowing. I don't need it for anything else. We got fertilizing and foraging. So let's go ahead and collect on that. These vehicles shall disappear. Actually, let me get out of the vehicle so I don't kind of float in the air or something like that. Let's go ahead and complete that. So we'll get 7,700. Yes, we are good to go. Now, I'm going to take this contract here because I already borrowed the items for this field. So this contract here I can just accept because I'm going to use it for this contract here. But I need to jump on over to here. So yeah, you can see field number 13 is kind of oddly shaped, and Courseplay did not want to do a headland and go back and forth. I think it was just too narrow, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and get this job done relatively quickly. And another reason why I would like to turn on precision farming is because with precision farming, if I had the mini map on the bottom left hand corner, I could see where I fertilized. Without it, we're just kind of going around, I don't want to say blindly, but we're kind of guesstimating where we've been. I cannot see the soil well enough to know where I overlap. So we'll just go around, we'll get this fertilized nice and quickly. Like I said, with the working width that we got, shouldn't take me too long to get it done. And there'll be a quick payday on that. And then we get to forage harvesting for a contract, which is kind of nice. I should double check on the lime contracts. So that was a mod that came out a while ago, but I know it's been, I think it's been updated once or twice I saw in the mod hub. But when it first came out, the lime spreading contracts would overwrite fertilizing contracts. So back then, if you did a lime contract, it would kind of be like doing a fertilizing contract, if that makes any sense. So a field would not need to be fertilized, basically. I think that may have been updated and that's been changed. Because it's kind of nice to have different type of contracts than just the, I don't want to say a handful that we had before. I mean, if you go back as far as I do in Farming Simulator back in FS15, when missions, I think they were called missions back then, you'd have to go to like a billboard, and the only ones we had were mowing like the park. You just have like a little section of field. It wasn't actually a field you were mowing, you were actually mowing grass in the park. Little sections of grass here and there around the villages and such. And deliveries. So basically, it would ask you to pick up like luggage and deliver it to the lodge or something like that. And you just basically delivered luggage to the hotel or whatever. Then, of course, in 17, we started doing the harvesting contracts. And I'm trying to remember if there were fertilizing contracts in FS17. I'm going to say there were. But yeah, Farming Simulator's come a long ways, step by step. Every time they add something, they build on it, which is kind of nice. But today, we will be doing our first forage harvesting contract. Alright, so we are about halfway done here with this field. I'm just going to do the headland and then kind of like just go down the center of the field, I guess. And that should cover it, I hope. Yeah, fertilizing contracts will get us some money really, really quick. Of course, yes, I've been over this. You need to spend the money on the fertilizer, but I mean, for how fast you can get the contracts done and what they pay, it is worth it. I'm probably going to get paid just the same amount as I did for plowing that field. And this job is going to take me not even 5 minutes, and that job there took me probably over an hour to plow that field. Yeah, Frank would have had a hard time turning around with all these trees over here. But I do know there is an option with the course play to turn in the field only. Course play does a lot more than what I do with it. But I've gotten so used to what it does, the way I got it set up. I'm kind of stubborn in my ways to not expand more on it. It's one of those things. When you know how to do something, you hate to change it up. Because you're not afraid, but you just know, like, this works. I know this works. But sometimes once you get out of your comfort zone and change it up, then you realize, oh wow, you learned how to do it differently and it was so much easier. Alright, so yeah, I can bring up the mini-map all I want. And it's not going to tell me where I fertilize. But like I said, with precision farming, I would see where I fertilize and where I have not. So just for now, I'm just going to have to kind of wing it. I'm probably overlapping in some areas. We are 90% done. So if I pretty much just kind of cover this general area, it might even complete. Or not. Probably 98% done, because that's the way it always goes. I don't think I need fertilizer here. Yeah, it's just going to keep on using fertilizer. Even though we probably already spread there. That's another thing that precision farming will do for you. It'll automatically spread only where you need it. Just kind of getting here because I'm pretty sure that's an area I haven't done. Alright, let's check on the map so I can see where I need to cover. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like right in here. What map do I need to go on? Yep, right in there. That should do it. Kind of pass up through here. And then give us that wonderful, wonderful paycheck. Ka-ching. All right. And then, of course, if I do see any other fertilizing contracts, you know, I'll take them on up. $8,000 for that. Thank you. Cultivating, foraging, yep. Plowing, weeding, no. So we're all set. So field 6 and 14. 6 and 14. 14 is right here. That's not far from the store. So we'll probably do field number 14 and field number 6 is up there, so not too far. Let's see. Let's just jump on down here. Oh, we got ourselves a nice little doits. Is this the Black Beauty special? I didn't know I even had that. Okay. Where is... I was going to say, there should be a trailer here somewhere. So what we're going to do is hopefully we can get course play to work in that field, which shouldn't be much of an issue. It look rather square. So we'll have a worker in the John Deere forage harvester, and we'll be beside it in this beautiful tractor, taking the forage. And interesting, I wonder what I'm going to do with the forage. I do see an exclamation point on the map, so there is a place to deliver it. Alright, still trying to get used to the map a little bit, so I'm going to take a right-hand turn. Field number 14, huh? You know what? I probably can go right up through here is where I need to go. I assume it's going to be a cornfield. There's a sunflower field that we're coming up to. Wait, are we doing... We can forage sunflowers? I've never done sunflowers before. Well, we'll leave that running because it's not my tractor. We'll burn up the fuel. So this is the John Deere 9900i. Excuse the flower pots. Let's push this until we can get ourselves enough room here. I think from what I heard in the update, the store might be redone over just a little bit for getting bigger vehicles out of here, and also for the spawn point of vehicles as well. I probably should put my beacons on. I don't think I've ever done forage harvesting on sunflowers. I'm like 99.99% sure. Not that road. Although it looks like that road would have brought me up to the same field. Or I could get up here and turn on the forage harvester, and it may not recognize anything and be a complete fail. Okay, let's unfold the header. All right, what I need to look at is we are there, and oh, looks like we're going right on down to here. Is it the same spot for both fields? Let's see here. And take the forage to Falls Grain. Falls Grain. So they're both going to Falls Grain. All right, let's come into here and let's get ourselves a worker, shall we? Create job, field work, course play. Okay, we want to be in this field here. Target position. Go that way. Let's do 2 headlands, please. And looks like course play, so we can do that. Let's see. I got to kind of get the course kind of started. So let me get the tractor and trailer so the forage harvester is actually spitting the forage on into the tractor. Well, we got forage coming on now, so that's a good sign. Alright, so hopefully the worker, which I didn't see who's driving it, is waiting for us. There we go. Now John Deere 9900i can certainly spit out the chaff a long ways. I don't want to miss any because this is a contract. But as we saw doing harvesting contracts before, I ended up coming up short. So if I come up short again, well, we'll just have to go ahead and add it into the trailer to complete the contract. This is actually going pretty darn quick. I have never forage harvested sunflowers before. I never even thought about doing that. But that does give me an idea of doing it on Goldcrest Valley, because I would like to get that far at some point on Goldcrest where I have my own forage harvester. Oops, running into the back of the forage harvester. And once we get the headlands in, then I can kind of ride beside it. But for now, I just got to ride behind it. I could actually just put the trailer on the back of the harvester and do it that way. But then there's a lot of disconnecting, moving the forage harvester around, getting the trailer on the tractor, delivering it, bringing it back, hooking it back up. So at least with course play, we can kind of just do this. And these contracts pay rather well. As most know, I'm not that much of a big John Deere fan when it comes to farming equipment. But I will say, this forage harvester looks rather nice. I don't like the tractors per se too much, the way they look. But in farming life, does it really matter how the tractor works? You're all more concerned about performance, right? And breakdowns. Although through my years traveling around where I am, I've asked a few farmers what equipment they like, and not many say John Deere. I don't know, you know, I've heard a lot of different reasons why. For one reason, I was at a farmer and they were cutting their field to make hay, and they had a brand new cutter, and I was asking him how he liked the John Deere cutter, how it all works out, and he goes, it's the biggest piece of you know what. And I asked why, and he said because there's a kill switch on the mower system. If it builds up with dust, it triggers the switch. He called John Deere, and John Deere gave him the answer of don't use in a dusty area. And we're all like, it's farming equipment. It's going to get dusty. But as a typical farmer, and also being a true Vermonter that he is, you know, he came up with his own design. He put a shield over the switch and kind of covered it up so it wouldn't get covered in dust. But then again, like you said, now the biggest problem is that the safety switch is there for a reason, and now it's not, you know, it's not going to be there to protect them for anything. Oh well, farmers, you got to do what you got to do. And now that with a headland done, try not to go in the crop either. We do have crop destruction turned on. I don't know, since it's a contract, if I would destroy the crop driving in it. I can try it out when I get up to this corner. There's some sunflower up here. And now we can ride right beside the harvester to make sure we get all the chaff out of there. So you know what's going to happen, like it always is when you take on two contracts that's the same crop or whatever. All right, let me, can I cut this corner sharp? Yes, I can. Do I destroy the crop when I drive through it? I do. Okay. Forgot what I was talking. Oh yeah, when you take two contracts of the same crop type and they're both going to the same mill or whatever, you'll be working in one field and you drop it off and they'll take it for the other field, which always seems to be that way. All right, stay right there, and let's see who's working. We got to see who's working to make it right. Oh, looks like Francine's in there. Okay, well, it's going to be a good day if she can. If Francine's the one behind the controls. All right, leave the mini map up for myself because, like I said, I'm still trying to get used to the map, even though the road system is kind of simplified. But since I'm only on here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours per week, getting kind of used to it. Oh yeah, I also should mention, if you're hearing a click once in a while this episode, I just got myself, well, I've had this mouse for a while. My old mouse is still working, just that I just want to update the mouse I had. And the clicking is a little bit louder in this one. My microphone's not showing that it's picking it up, but if you hear it clicking, then I'll have to figure out something. It can be a little bit annoying watching a video and hearing the mouse click over and over again. Let's see, where am I going with this exactly? Pulling in here, maybe? Is it going to be the first time I've been in here, so... Alright, so it's not there. Oh, is it going to be this spot right here? Well, exclamation marks the spot. So I shouldn't get paid for this. Good news is it accepts it. Contract in field 14 is 30% done. 39 transported for field. So we're actually transporting and harvesting in the same field for once. Sounds weird saying it like that, but we all know how it is. All right, I'm going to turn off the mini-map because I think I can find my way back there. I should be able to. And I should have my beacons on. Whoops. Okay, strobes. Strobe lights. Yeah, I'm liking this mod already. So, I mean, it seems to be working just fine. The question will become when I, complete the other field. Are we going to have enough chaff? And that seems to be a harvesting question that we've had an issue in FS22 for quite a while. I remember that when FS22 came out, people were telling me on harvesting contracts, and I was seeing it in other posts as well, that you take a harvesting contract and you don't have enough crop coming off the field sometimes to complete the contract. Watch out for that tree. All right, Francine, get a move on. Sorry. A little bit of bump in the rear. That doesn't sound right either. All right, so this is the two headlands being done. So now the question is, where is she going to go now? We're going to go to the other end of the field there. Oh, no, I'm in her way. And I just got to stay in range of the Forage harvester, I think, even when she's moving, because if I don't, she'll come to a stop. Because she's waiting for me to catch up to her. So yeah, with course play, we're going to take a little bit of narrow strip off here, apparently. Because course play will figure it out with the working width. So what are you doing now? Okay, you're going that way. Now, just to confirm crop destruction. Oh, so maybe I'm not destroying the crops. I went over those crops and nothing happened. I don't know what Francine's doing here. I thought she was turning around there, but she did the hokey pokey there for a second just to come on further down the field. So I guess crop destruction is only possible in your own field. Francine, once I figure out what you're doing, I'll help you here. Let me just drive over those crops again. I'll have to double check here in a while to see if crop destruction is on. It should be. Everything is turned on except for stones. Maybe when we get down to the end here, I can probably look really quickly just to make sure crop destruction is turned on. If it's taking Francine that long to turn around, I got time to double check. Alright, give her a second to turn around there. Let me just double check here. Is that going to be here? Crop destruction's on. Periodic plowing on. Fieldstone off. Lime required. Weeds. That's all on. Oh, wow. She turned around really quick there. Alright. Yeah, there are a couple mods I need to add to my mod list. If you're ever wondering about mods and what mods I'm using, it should be in the description below. If you click on the link to the mods, it'll bring you to an XML page file. And it should have all the mods that I use on there. If you have trouble trying to find a mod, or you don't know what name of the mod is, just leave a comment and someone will lead you the right way. And if not, I shall do the same as well when I see it. Some mods I don't use on all the series, so yeah, when you go on the mods list, it's just mods I have used in FS22 since I started keeping track. But there will be occasion where I add a mod and I try it and I kind of forget to add it to the list as well. But most of them are on there. We'll have to add this one to the list. I don't know why it just never occurred to me that forage harvesting contracts weren't a thing. Maybe because I don't do much of it myself. I'm going to have to double check on the lime contracts because that would be good contracts to have as well. Although I don't really have the tool I really need for it. I do have a spreader, but lime, you need a lot more lime than fertilizer. And that, I can't remember what capacity I have on the spreader. I think I just got the standard capacity. I don't think I got the expanded tank. Don't know what time the rain's supposed to get here, but I think we'll finish this field before then. So he says. You also probably noticed the past few days on the channel's been getting kind of busy. The last few days, and it will be for a while. Probably 3 episodes going out a day is going to get kind of hectic on the channel for the next month or so. Yeah, I've added a game I didn't even know about until I got an email on it. Tribe Primitive Builder. A survival crafting exploring game. Episode 1 went out a couple days ago, and I was like, I'll just do 1 episode. And I was like, no, I'm enjoying it too much. So that's going to be on the channel next week as well. We're going to be introducing Alaskan Truck Simulator. That's not the name of it. Oh, nuts. I did that again. I just did it in the ATS video I just recorded. I kind of forgot the name of it. But that comes out on the 18th of October. So if you like American Truck Simulator ETS 2, you may want to tune into that when that comes out on the 18th. Episode 1 will be either that day or the day following. And of course, we got all the other series that we've been running. So, going to be kind of busy. And of course, when American Falls gets updated, I'll put a video out on that the same day, or probably the following day, actually. It'll take me a minute just to get a few things set up and everything else going. But really, what we need to do here, as I mentioned, we're just saving up the money, I think, to get ourselves our main tractor. The Valtra is going to be just a farm tractor, pretty much. Move some bales of hay around or whatever for the animals, so on and so forth. Fertilizing, that kind of stuff. But we need a nice beefy tractor to get the heavy stuff done in fields, like plowing, drilling, yeah, those kind of things. We need a big beefy tractor for that. I probably should check the store page, because I kind of, running 3 series, I'm forgetting which items were for sale and what series at this point. Like 96%. I'll wait until we're 100% full. I'm going to have to activate this mod also for Goldcrest Valley. Oh no, I can't do contracts on Goldcrest Valley. Oh well. I was thinking if I did contracts on Goldcrest Valley by borrowing items, it would come up for sale eventually. That's what we all say, you know, you borrow enough items, eventually come up for sale. And it seems to be true once in a while. Just on Goldcrest Valley. Wait, did that episode go out? Yeah, the episode should be out by now. We got ourselves a baling trailer. Yeah, that episode went out a while ago. So, the exact baling trailer we use all the time. Alright, let's go deliver this chaff. The only thing we can't do in this series here is borrow money. That's it. We can lease, we can buy from the used section, we can buy from the new section. Goldcrest Valley, we can only buy from the used section, and we're not doing contracts. And of course, Oceanside Forest, well, there are no contracts to be done. Money is not an issue. We just need to cut down a whole bunch more trees to be able to feed that many birds. That series is for the birds. While that's emptying on out, quickly look here. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need a mulcher. So even when I complete this job here, because I don't remember what contract I borrowed the items on. Yeah, we'll have to wait until we get the other contract done, which I'll do between episodes. Won't take me too long to get it done. Not like the plowing contract. That took a lot longer to do than I thought it would. But by getting those two contracts done, we will be over 100 grand. And we'll be pretty much done with the month of October. Unless some more any fertilizing contract comes up. As long as it's over $1,000. If it says like $300 to fertilize a field, not going to be worth my time. Yeah, we just need ourselves a beefy tractor. I could always lease the plow to plow fields. And I'll get the job done really quick. Alright, Francine, let's just get another trailer load here and get it delivered. Well, it looks like we're on the last pass of harvesting these sunflowers for chaff. But it does make me wonder now, what yields better, sunflower chaff or corn chaff? I just never thought of doing sunflower chaff before. So the mist bits, I'm just going to leave there, because it would be kind of hard for me to go around and gather those myself. I'd have to keep parking the trailer within range of the forage harvester. Did Francine just get up and leave? Yeah, she did. She's all good, I guess. Let's go deliver this and see if we actually complete the task for field 14, I think we're in. I know there are modded forage harvesters out there that actually have a capacity tank, so you could probably go around and get the little pieces around the edge of the field, like we're missed, and then pull up beside your trailer, and then, of course, it'll empty out the capacity that it has. I'm going to find out here, because I think we are delivering for the same field that we're harvesting in, so we're about to find out if there's enough crop in that field to satisfy the contract. A train. Okay, so the train goes through. Yeah, that needs a little update, I think. The train, the train was already halfway through before the rails came. Is it coming back or something? All right. Makes you know, you better double check on American Falls, because that train went through before the barriers came down. All right, tell me that we completed that contract. Like I said, I don't want to collect on it because I forgot what field I borrowed the items on. Contract complete, which is good. And now we got a little bit of extra for the other field. Where is the other field I need to go to? I think it was further up the road, the 14 and 6. So I need to go back, past that way, up the road. And, oh, that's the field we fertilized not long ago. And that was a sunflower field as well. I was kind of hoping for a cornfield on the second one. So I'll do most of that field in between episodes. But the way it's going to happen, if the map gets updated, I'll have to complete the contract and, you know, all the way through so I can collect on it. And then I'll update the map, and then I'll have to get the new save file to match where we currently are. So, yeah, let's wait until we get up to the other sunflower field, and we'll look at some money stats, where we should be. Because next episode could be the updated map. And you're going to kind of need to know where the money's going to be at. So like I said, the Voltra, the fertilizer spreader, I should be able to copy the file from this save and paste it into the new one for the vehicles. And it should be the same vehicles and all that, with the same amount of hours on it. So when I cross the river, it's the sunflower field right on the left-hand side. It's going to be fun once we start actually accumulating some farming equipment, get our own farm yard. Okay, so here's the river that we're crossing, and I should need, oh, sorry, just crossing right here. River's right here. Yep, there's that sunflower field right there. Just trying to see how to get there. Wide turn left. Sneak through these gates here. I say gates, but it's just an opening. And we'll park this right here. A couple things I do need to check, actually. The weather. The rain's going to be here at noon and will disappear somewhere around 3 o'clock. So it's not going to rain too much. I'll harvest what I can, and then when the rain comes, we'll have to stop. But money-wise, yes. So currently we're at 94,000, and on the contracts, 17. We'll just say another 17 grand, because I did borrow the items. I think I borrowed the items for like $600, so maybe 18 grand. So that's going to bring us up to $112,000 once both contracts are collected, give or take. So it should be like 112. Any fertilizing contracts come up? No, not currently. And all these harvesting contracts. Oh, now we got sugar beet and sugar cane. All these contracts, if I had the Mark Thor root crop harvester, and that includes even doing sugar cane, I could use the headers on that and get all these contracts done lickety split. But we're not going to do that. Plowing contracts don't want to do. And we'll keep our eye on the store because, like I said, I think if we go... nope, sorry, not that one. Well, I guess it could be that one. What's the horsepower up to that one get up to? 246. That's not going to be enough. We're going to need something... Let's see, I don't know if a medium tractor will get that high in the horsepower. Series 8 should. Actually, I think this is the tractor we're using right now, the Warrior. I thought it was the Black Beauty, but this is the Warrior. That gets up to 287. Yeah, that's not going to be enough horsepower either, is it? Because it requires 320. I think 287 would be able to haul that plow the correct way. Yes, I know if I put the plow on backwards, we can go at any speed that we want. So yeah, will the 900 Vario get me up? Yeah, that goes up to 415. So let's see. We're going to say 300,000. Divide that in half, so about $150,000, roughly in the used section if it were to come up. So we need like 150,000 to get ourselves a tractor that will do the job that we're looking for. But if more fertilizing contracts come in, we will get there. But like I said, we should be somewhere around 112,000 once we finish this foraging contract in the sunflower field. So like I said, if the map gets updated, I'll have to complete this contract completely, and I'll collect on the contracts and then download the new update to American Falls, and we'll be on the new updated version and a new save game, and everything should be the same. But if it doesn't get updated, then we'll probably start next episode with finishing up this contract here, collecting on it, and just going from there. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Falls. But until then, have a good one.